Yes, sir. Once again, good evening, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world. My apologies for coming up a little bit later this evening, but without wasting much of our time, we will move ahead. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Ukafo. He is from Abatiti. Abatiti is in Anambra. And Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Many say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He didn't say corruption will not see this project. But of course they will come, but in the end they fail. Mazuchuka Fomefo is standing on the capacity, deputizing our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandioku Kanu, the one and only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people. He is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is no more here. And no more here. It's in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of the Almighty Creator, Chukwu Kika Biama, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. At least till this very moment I am talking to you, I am the African rep and the Nigerian International Coordinator. Of course, the time is counting. Because men and women will rise up, they will do the needful. All we want is freedom. Like I said, at least till this very moment we are speaking, I served the indigenous people of Biafra as the African rep and the Nigerian International Coordinator. We acknowledge the Almighty Creator, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man, the one who is the lifting up of our head, who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow, for he is our guide, the matter both great and small, our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and should I say, the primordial influence that drives us in everything we'll do. For there are things that makes money insufficient. He is the one who provides for us. His name is Chukwu Kikabiama. Tonight, as our culture has always been, a very brief one. It's just a reminder so our people will understand what is coming. You see, I took time to listen to our leader broadcast, one of his broadcasts in the 2015s, you know. And he said something, maybe in our next program we will play the clip. He said something that is amazing. It's really amazing. When God speaks through you, you will not even know. But in the end, you will not. You will understand that there is a power that shapes your way. Like I'm saying, this is a time, a moment of sober reflection, a moment of inspirational grit. You just begin to think about situation and circumstance surrounding you, and somewhere along the line, it will give you wisdom. On this segment, it is titled, "The Theme Will Remain, Back to Your Root." And I will see that our topic this evening is strategic security location in Biafra land. And then do not mind the grammar as much as such. What I want you to understand is that there are some locations in Biafra land that we need to strategically become conscious of how to secure those areas. You see them every day. You become used to them. And you think it's our way of life. No, it's not our way of life. These are security threats to Biafra land. And without apology, I continue to tell you. Anybody who say, oh, let's carry a gun, let's shoot them, that is what we need now. It will not save us. Because there are people who have sat down and I think one of them wrote, what is the name of this book? 48 Laws of Power. The same person wrote 28 Strategic of War. We are in a war situation already, make no mistake about it. And so fighting a war, it's not about carrying AK-47. There are a lot of things we must be in control before you make a move. Go and ask Vietnam. But are we calling for war? No, we're calling for freedom. That is our only language. Today, before our very eyes, our communities are in turmoil. We're being terrorized by foreigners. Even people who are not Nigerian are oppressing us in our land. Somebody will come from 1,000 kilometers away and tell you how you will feed, how you will sleep, how you will be protected, who will guide you. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. And then there are people who are not even part of this country. They are the one telling you, you are right, you are wrong, you are wrong. And somebody tell me, oh, you are civilized. Civilized a back walk. If all these pretense we see is civilized a back walk. And now, these things are before us. We've gotten used to them. We think it's a normal way of life. If you are born in Biafra land, I mean, when I mean Biafra land, not in Delta State. Because at least I know that from the boundary between Edo to Onitsha Bridge, I don't think you have up to 20 police checking points. From Okada town, the boundary between Benin City and Edo State, down to River Niger, I don't think you have up to 20 checking points. But do you know the moment you cross River Niger, in fact, only River Niger alone have more than 5 police checking points. And then the moment you cross up Iweka, you begin to hold to Imo State. You pass Hiala, you enter Imo, from control, you divide, you get to Mwapo, you enter Port Harcourt, get to Porokiri. We know how many kilometers we have there. And I can assure you the number of checking points from Onitsha Bridge down to Ihiala. At number the checking point that you will have from Onitsha Bridge down to Sokoto. But of course, you've not crossed Onitsha Bridge. You are a Niger Delta man, you are South man. And so you are used to the community, a terrain, where pole to pole, which is less than every 6 meters, you have a police checking point. They carry ATM. Some of them have POS with them. It's okay, it's a way of life. Now let's understand. We're looking at some of the strategic locations that we need to put our attention on. So you know what they are doing to you and maybe what is about to come. Nigeria will actually, at the end of the day, introduce a general state of anarchy. There will be chaos. And then there will be no time for order. Give us order. Give us chain of command. But until then, everybody must know what is obtainable. Hausa are teaching their children. Yoruba are teaching their children. Yoruba are manufacturing a chemical weapon to poison our water. Hausa have bought AK-47. Even the child in the womb from Hausa Fulani has already waiting AK-47 for them. But what are our people doing? Well, we will get there. Now, let's look at this strategic threat when it comes to locations in Biafra land. Number one thing you must watch out is police checking point. When I mean police checking point, that is the only way you can understand. You have army checking point, you have navy checking point, you have artillery checking point, you have air force checking point, you have civil defense checking point, you have boy scout checking point, you have Agburu checking point. There is no checking point you don't have in Biafra land. Even immigration and custom have checking point on the highway. And sometimes you begin to wonder, people who are supposed to be offloading container, why are they mounting roadblock on the way? But of course, it's Nigeria. Very intellectual, mature animal. One day you will know what you've done to yourself. It's okay. Atiku was the one who made sure that you have custom checking point even in your street. Go to Ariaria, go to Sisioma, go to Enyimba, go to Aba, go to Anambra. You have custom along your road. And somebody, hey, he are giving us security. I am happy that is somebody who come from Biafra land that asked army to come and shoot our leader in his house, Afari Beku. I'm happy. It's not Hausa, it's not Yoruba. Now you begin to understand the essence of security. I have traveled from Abuja to Kano, from Abuja to Kaduna. But do you know it's amazing? From Abuja to Kano, there is no single checking point. We actually did that on 2-day tour. We traveled from Abuja to Kano, trying to see if the way you have checking point in Biafra land, is it the same way you have checking point in the north? Now, let me tell you, from Abuja to Kano, the distance is more than from River Niger to River State. That is Anambra to River State. It's almost times 2. And so a distance of, let's say, 1,000 kilometers from Abuja to Kano, approximately, I'm just guessing, I'm not saying that is it. You don't have any police checking point. To be sincere, I saw 2 police vans in that journey. The police van were parking, and there were some police people sleeping inside the van. We took record of them. I can give you their number. And that is it. And then the distance from Abuja to Kano is ×2 from Onitsha to Port Harcourt. The only 2 checking points of police we saw on the road were parking inside the bush. Maybe listening to radio or sleeping or waiting for command. And this is the area you have Boko Haram. This is the area you have Miati, Ala, Fulani, Hesme, Boko Haram, ISIS, Zubula, every terrorist known in the world. This is the area you have there. No checking point. But the moment you come into our land, you see them, they block the road with drum and bag of sand. They even have tag. Every checking point have tag. Operation Egueki, Operation Ego Eye, Operation Shoot Aside, Operation Show Them Ginger, Operation Ginger the Swagger. All these are Fulani Army in our land. And to you are traveling. They stop you, you stop. So it's good. Thank the Lord, they are securing us. Now let's digress a little bit. I was walking somewhere in Ifitedunu, in Anambra State. That should be 2015. And I was leaving from Port Harcourt then to Ifitedunu. After Omuakbo, because I left very early, the vehicle I was in diverted to the sudden. More than 20 armed robbers came out from the bush. We saw like 10 at the front with this gun they call Chakabula. They built up our driver. Our driver pretended as if, oh, see thief. In March break, he put a reverse. As he was trying to reverse, we turned back. There was another armed robber, about 10 of them, behind with Chakabula. And I was like, this is a lane still under construction. And the other lane was the lane everybody is using. Why will this driver divert to a road, a lane that is being constructed? I said, okay, this driver hand did this thing. I was holding money they gave to me to buy material. That material was actually meant to, there is a Anglican church in Ifitedunu. That Anglican church, that money was meant for the project there. Very huge amount of money. And who will defend me? So while everybody says, hey, God, oh, Holy Ghost, oh, blood of Jesus, blood of Mary, oh, God, I just gradually removed the money from my pocket, tied it in my hanky very well, and held it with my phone. And immediately, they stopped us. They said, all of you, come down. Everybody, lie down. Me, I go lie down near bush. You throw away the money inside the bush. Leave only 700 in my pocket. The armed robber came, searched all of us. They saw my phone, they took it. They took the 700. After searching us, maybe like about 10 minutes or 20 minutes, we now hear, wow. Police was telling them, we are coming, find your way, They jump inside bush. I was looking at them. Police now came, oh, sorry, they do Fandan, they do commando. I was looking at them. I was watching the driver and the conductor. I was watching Nigerian police. And the next thing they did, they brought out a notebook. Yes, you. What did they take from you? This is, oh, it's 2,000, 200,000. I was going to market. This is how they arrange everybody. But I knew what they were doing. And when they got to me, I said, how much did they take? I said, oh, it's 2 million. Oh, it's 2 million. Oh. They said, don't cry. I know the police and the armed robber. Only God knows if they've not killed themselves. Okay, you can't take record so that you know how much they collect from us. In order to know your own percentage, Abi. But whether you understand. If you don't like, don't understand. I could give you 10 different encounters I have had with armed robber on our way. Because we're always on the way. In between every checking point, police have POS. No story. Do you know that kidnappers and armed robbers in Biafra land carry POS? So they don't even need to go to bank and say, oh yeah, transfer your money. No, you have POS. Guy, where is your ATM? You give them, they slot in. You know, people begin to transfer. When they are done with you, you go. And don't you think that police checking point in Biafra land is a threat? Most especially when you don't have the same checking point in the west or in the north. So when you see them, greet them. Oh, they are your friend. Go and sell pure water for them. No, go and romance with them. They are your friend. Oh, okay, it's true. Police is your friend. Bail is free. If Biafrans don't open their eyes now and embrace the truth, no matter whose fault is got, don't worry. Don't worry. We look at the next one. Mini military barrack. Mini military barrack. Every bush in Biafra land, you have military barracks everywhere. But are we actually fighting? Honestly, there is no genuine Biafra man that can come out and kill somebody easily. It's not in our culture. It's not our style. Honestly, when I go on social media, I see some housemaid. They will take little children and be beating them. It's like somebody's removing my heart. I can't stand it. And how then can I kill a fellow human being? But does it mean I cannot kill? Of course I can. But it's not our style. Don't you get it? It's not our style. Even if somewhere along the line we have to. But everybody knows it's not our style. After all, what do we call human being in Igbo dialect? Beauty of life. Mando. It's not our style. So when you are killing, don't think you have monopoly over it. And don't make it become, the killing become our way of life. Don't. Every bush in the forest, you see Nigerian army, Nigerian navy, they all have barrack. Somebody should begin to ask himself a question. What is a navy barrack doing in heartland of Biafra land? Those of you in Abia State, Umueka. Are Nigerian navy now swimming inside the forest? Or are they swimming inside desert? Everywhere there is army barrack, mini barrack everywhere. Once you do something, they climb down on you, they destroy you, massacre you. You can't do anything. They are a threat to the security of our land. Number one threat to the security of our land is Nigerian checking point. Forget about who is on that checking point. Number two is the mini barrack they build everywhere. Because when these people commit crime, they will deny it's not Nigerian army. They will swear. Fela knew this truth. And that is why he said when they kill you, they will say it is unknown soldier. Unknown soldier, now in Duam. On daily basis, our people are being mauled down, being killed. There is no record. But the day they kill one of those terrorists, Boko Haram army, in their mini camp, you know, yeah, how can they kill army man? How can they kill army man? Shite has killed the deputy commissioner of police, Federal Capital Territory. They have not sent Operation Python Dance. They're even talking about it as if the man doesn't exist. But we will get there later. Number two, security threat to Biafra land. Number three is Fulani herdsmen camp. Almost 5-6 kilometers into every forest in every community, you have Fulani camps where Nigerian army are using helicopter to meet their needs, supply their needs. Yeah, oh, we want Ruga, we want Ruga. Some of you think Ruga is over. Ruga is not over. We'll look at it later. You must understand that Fulani camp is a threat. And when they come, oh, we will not leave Anambra. Hey, Fulani will not leave Anambra. But we are not chasing you. We won't do such a thing. We're asking you to respect yourself while you are in our land. You know, Mazuche Mefo made a broadcast and say, where you see outside is buying land, this one is buying. You must be able to present this matter in such a way that you're not trying to, how do they speak the grammar? You know, just, you know, talk, make it be like, say them be bad people. No, if they want to buy land and you want to sell your land, well, with what you know now, you say, that is your business. But there is a difference between you trying to lie that they are stealing our land, whereas they are buying it. We want to know who is selling it for them. But if they are buying it, they are buying it. If they are stealing it, they are stealing it. If they are trying to claim it, they are claiming it. We should be able to differentiate all these truths. And now what I'm trying to say in effect is that I can buy land in Yoruba land, I can buy land in Hausa land, but my intention is that, or rather, they will make sure that buying this land, they even undo me, they oppress me. And if they will oppress me being a landlord in Lagos or in Kaduna, I should be able to oppress them being a landlord in Biafra land. After all, what is good for the goose is good for the ganja. But when they are telling you, oh, you sell motor pass, you must buy Ladipo and trade fair. And then somebody is coming to say, we are the governor, we must give your land to Katoriera. Something is not right there. And so, Fulani headsmen camp in Biafra land is a threat to the security of our land. Take note of it. The last one there, the number 4 last one there is the Saboteur Lodge. Saboteurs have their lodge. These people are very smart. They are very smart. They have when I say Saboteur Lodge, they have camp. I have studied organization. I have studied many systems. I have studied my father. I have studied my mother. I have studied my children. I have studied my wife. And I know when their yes is their yes and their no is their no. Honestly. Because for you to be successful in any area of your life, you have to understand the system. And the day you stop learning, that day you start dying. It's like you say you are a lawyer. You see, when you are a doctor, they say he's an educated doctor. When they want to add plus to the grammar, they say he's an enlightened man. He's enlightened. But as a doctor, you are educated. As a teacher, you are educated. Do you understand? As an engineer, you are educated. And then lawyers are very proud because when they talk to you, they call themselves learned. Learned. Oh, this is my learned colleague. If you've been in the midst of lawyers, you will understand what I mean. Very proud set of people. They say, this is my learned colleague. I'm not talking about Sharia lawyer anyway. These are my learned colleagues. And then you begin to ask, why is a doctor educated, an engineer educated, and then a lawyer claims to be learned? It's not because the lawyer has studied more than the doctor or more than the engineer, but the process of studying and learning as a lawyer doesn't end. You must get yourself acquainted with everything that is happening, depending on the kind of law you read. But the truth remains that you must get yourself acquainted. Like Nigeria, as a case study, they have Nigerian Law Review. You must follow the trend. So they keep reading, they keep studying, they keep comparing issues that happened in 1900 to the issue that will going to happen in 2023. They keep comparing. So they read, they continue reading, and that is why they say they are learned. But a doctor has learned how to undergo a surgical operation, maybe hernia. The same way you operate hernia in 1913, that is how you do hernia today. The difference there is that there may be improvement of software, moving from hardware to software. But that does not mean that the hernia position changed. It didn't change. You can have 3 rape cases standing before you, but you need 3 different logic to be able to win this case. And so the lawyer are learned because they continue studying and it doesn't end. So the day you stop studying these people, that is exactly the day you start dying. Like I said, these 4 locations, strategic location, when it comes to security matter, is something we will not overlook. The Saboteur Lodge, they are everywhere. They lodge in hotel, in motor parks. Some of them are in IPOB. They are working very hard. But I swear to the Almighty God, you never know what is coming for you. You won't understand. Saboteur Lodge. They are a threat to the security of Biafra land. These are angels of darkness manifesting themselves as angels of light. I will stop there. Now, what I'm trying to say, or the message I'm passing this evening, is simple. Our land is under threat. There are, what do they call them? Gangawi Fulanis. They want to take over our land. They map out strategy to destabilize our land. And some of these strategic location or houses in Biafra land are actually threat to the security of our land. And now for you to be able to undo them, you need to be security conscious. Find out how many checking points do you have from your shop to your house. Find out how many security posts do you have from your house to your church, from your church to your village. Try finding out what these people are doing there. The moment you know, You have solved the problem of insecurity in our land. Find out how many of your forests these people are camping. You will know what you are up against. Find out how many military camps they have that are not registered or no soldier military camp. You will be able to be ready for them when they will come. Find out who the saboteurs are. Of course, our line will be open at this moment. Please, you can call in our WhatsApp line. You can call in our direct line. I think that two line will be open at this moment. And when you call, tell us the threat to the security in your community and tell us what you think we should do. This is Radio Biafra Extra. Please, when you call, I want to hear you talk in two directions. Number one, what is the security threat you have noticed in your village? Of course, we must know where your village is. And with your extended knowledge and experience, what do you think we should do? Don't forget, Biafra is our logo. I'll be back in a minute.
My logo is freedom. B-I-A-F-R-A. My logo is freedom. B-I-A-F-R-A. And you turn on the lights. I-A-F-R-A. My logo is freedom. B-I-A-F-R-A. And you turn on the lights. I see your name once again. Tell me how you feel inside. Does it connect? Does it connect to who you are? Take a deep breath, don't deny how you feel inside. It's not who you are. I don't think you know who you are. You are the rising sun. By nature you're a superstar. Born hero and heroines. That's who you are. See who you are. Imagine when you're free what you will be. Ask yourself your name. Then tell me who you are. B-I-A-F-R-A. My logo is freedom. B-I-A-F-A. And you'll be turned on the lights. I-A-F-R-A. My logo is freedom. B-I-A-F-R-A. And you'll be turned on the lights. And you will turn on the lights. You will turn on the lights. I'm your bring up the lights. And when you put on the lights, watch us back up the lights. And I'm put on the lights. And I'm put on the lights. When you put on the lights, my ass put on the lights. Cross river put on the lights. Aquarium put on the lights. Biafra put on the lights. I-A-F-R-A. My logo is freedom. B-I-A-F-R-A. And you'll be turned on the lights.
Yes, sir. Our WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line, I repeat again, is 070-815-45642. And our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line, are you there?
Hello?
If you are there, please try and speak or be more audible. And when you call, you have to move away from your radio set, lower the volume of your radio set, or you move away from there. Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello? Good evening, sir.
Good evening, please try and be audible. Go ahead, please, the word is listening.
My name is Onyibe Ukwono. I would like to my dialect, sorry.
No, I will not allow you to speak in your dialect because this is security matter, please.
Okay, my
Speak
brother.
breaking, knock for pidgin.
I want to ask, what are we still waiting for to destroy this country called the zoo?
My brother, we are civilized people. Hold on. If you want to learn, you learn. If you want to talk, so we feel you are talking, talk. We are civilized people. It's not about carrying AK-47. The brave soldier is not the one that die in battlefront. It's the one that go and come back. I say, when you are calling, I need you to tell me, what is the security challenge in your place? And what do you think we should do? Coming and telling me, what are we waiting for? You take the lead. We will follow you if that is what you want to hear. Please. Can you hear me, caller on WhatsApp?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. Play by the rule. What are the security threats in your area, and what do you think we should do?
Oyendu, I want to thank you so very much.
No, this is not Onyendu. This is George Onyibe. Go ahead, please. We have one Onyendu. Ndewo.
Yes, sir.
Ndewo. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. I am Okechuku calling from Iguacha. Everywhere now is threatened by Fulanis, herdsmen. In what do you call it? The road linking to Warre now. As I'm talking to you now, you cannot drive those axes now. Every day, the Fulanis are blocking the road, shooting and killing. In short, everywhere in Ugwachana has been filled up by Fulani herdsmen. One of the things that should be there before yesterday, I received a workshop of what happened in Biafra State. This was what our leader, general leader, was saying since all this while. But they were thinking that we are joking. But now it's happening, live and direct. When the prophet is prophesying, people take his word for granted. But today, thank God they are the force of that.
Thank you very much. Of course, that is network issue, but we must continue. We must continue. Our people, we should be sensitive. We must be very sensitive. We must try and observe what is happening in our communities. In our communities, we must be aware. We didn't say in their community. In our community, we must be security conscious. A lot of people who come from diaspora, they tell us how they manage. And I'm not ignorant about how these people operate. It's not their police that monitor you. It's the citizen. Today, are you monitoring them or you are monitoring George Onyibe? Who are you monitoring? They are mad people. Can you hear me? Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from?